Welcome to read questions and answers for General Ham Radio Class License. If it is helpful or not, please let me know in the comment section. Also, let me know that you passed the test. I wish you good luck. This is Chapter 1. Sub-element G1. Commission's Rules. Section G1A. General Class Control Operator Frequency Privileges. Primary and Secondary Allocations. Question G1A01. On which HF or MF amateur bands are there portions where general class licensees cannot transmit? Answer: 80 meters, 40 meters, 20 meters, and 15 meters. Question G1A02. On which of the following bands is phone operation prohibited? Answer: 30 meters. Question G1A03. On which of the following bands is image transmission prohibited? Answer: 30 meters. Question G1A04. Which of the following amateur band is restricted to communication only on specific channels rather than frequency ranges? Answer: 60 meters. Question G1A05. On which of the following frequencies are general class licensees prohibited from operating as control operator? Answer: 7.125 MHz to 7.175 MHz. Question G1A06. Which of the following applies when the FCC rules designate the amateur service as a secondary user on a band? Answer: amateur stations must not cause harmful interference to primary users and must accept interference from primary users. Question G1A07. On which amateur frequencies in the 10-meter band may station with the general class control operator transmit CW emissions? Answer: the entire band. Question G1A08. Which HF bands have segments exclusively allocated to amateur extra licensees? Answer: 80 meters, 40 meters, 20 meters, and 15 meters. Question G1A09. Which of the following frequencies is within the general class portion of the 15 meters band? Answer: 21,300 kHz. Question G1A10. What portion of the 10-meter band is available for repeater use? Answer: the portion above 29.5 MHz. Question G1A11. When general class licensees are not permitted to use the entire voice portion of a band, which portion of the voice segment is available to them? Answer: the upper frequency portion. Section G1B. Antenna structure limitations, good engineering and good amateur practice, beacon operation, prohibited transmissions, retransmitting radio signals. Question G1B01. What is the maximum height above ground for an antenna structure not near a public use airport without requiring notification to FAA and registration with the FCC? Answer: 200 feet. Question G1B02. With which of the following conditions must beacon station comply? Answer. No more than one beacon station may transmit in the same band from the same station location. Question G1B03. Which of the following is the purpose of a beacon station as identified in the FCC rules? Answer. Observation of propagation and reception. Question G1B04. Which of the following transmissions is permitted for all amateur stations? Answer. Occasionally retransmission of weather and propagation forecast information from U.S. government stations. Question G1B05. Which of the following one-way transmissions are permitted? Answer. Transmission to assist with learning the International Morse code. Question G1B06. Under what condition are state and local government permitted to regulate amateur radio antenna structures? Answer. Amateur service communication must be reasonably accommodated, and regulations must constitute the minimum practical to accommodate a legitimate purpose of the state or local entity. Question G1B07. What are the restrictions on the use of abbreviation or procedural signals in the amateur service? Answer. They may be used if they do not obscure the meaning of a message. Question G1B08. When is permissible to communicate with amateur stations in countries outside the areas administered by the Federal Communication Commission? Answer. When the contact is within amateurs in any country, except those whose administration have notified the ITU that they object to such communications. Question G1B09. On what HF frequencies are automatically controlled beacons permitted? Answer. 28.20 MHz to 28.30 MHz. Question G1B10. What is the power limit for beacon stations? Answer. 100 watts PEP output. Question G1B11. Who or what determines good engineering and good amateur practice as applied to operation of amateur station in all respects not covered by the Part 97 rules? Answer. The FCC. Section G1C. Transmitted power regulations, data emission standards, 60-meter operation requirements. Question G1C01. What is the maximum transmitter power an amateur station may use on 10.140 MHz? Answer. 200 watts PEP output. Question G1C02. What is the maximum transmitter power an amateur station may use on the 12-meter band? Answer. 1500 watts PEP output. Question G1C03. What is the maximum bandwidth permitted by FCC rules for amateur radio stations transmitting on USB frequencies in the 60-meter band? Answer. 2.8 kHz. Question G1C04. Which of the following is required by FCC rules when operating in the 60-meter band? Answer. If you are using an antenna other than a dipole, you must keep a record of the gain of your antenna. Question G1C05. What is the limit for transmitter power on the 28 MHz band for a general class control operator? Answer. 1500 watts PEP output. Question G1C06. What is the limit for transmitter power on the 1.8 MHz band? Answer. 1500 watts PEP output. Question G1C07. What must be done before using a new digital protocol on the air? Answer: publicly document the technical characteristics of the protocol. Question G1C08. What is the maximum power limit on the 60-meter band? Answer: ERP of 100 watts PEP with respect to a dipole. Question G1C09. What measurement is specified by FCC rules that regulate maximum power? Answer: PEP output from the transmitter. Section G1D. Volunteer examiners and volunteer examiner coordinators, temporary identification, element credit, remote operation. Question G1D01. Who may receive partial credit for the elements represented by an expired amateur radio license? Answer: any person who can demonstrate that they once held an FCC-issued general, advanced, or amateur extra class license that was not revoked by the FCC. Question G1D02. What license examination you may administer as an accredited volunteer examiner holding a general class operator license? Answer: technician only. Question G1D03. On which of the following band segments you may operate if you are a technician class operator and have an unexpired certificate of successful completion of examination for general class privileges? Answer: only a general or technician class band segment. Question G1D04. Who must observe the administration of a technician class license examination? Answer: at least 3 volunteer examiners of general class or higher. Question G1D05. When operating a U.S. station by remote control from outside the country, what license is required of the control operator? Answer: a U.S. operator primary station license. Question G1D06. Until an upgrade to general class is shown in the FCC database, when must a technician licensee identify with AG after the call sign? Answer: whenever they operate using general class frequency privileges. Question G1D07. Volunteer examiners are accredited by what organization? Answer: a volunteer examiner coordinator. Question G1D08. Which of the following criteria must be met for a non-US citizen to be an accredited volunteer examiner? Answer: the person must hold an FCC-granted amateur radio license of general class or above. Question G1D09. How long is a certificate of successful completion of examination valid for exam element credit? Answer: 365 days. Question G1D10. What is the minimum age that one must be to qualify as an accredited volunteer examiner? Answer: 18 years. Question G1D11. What action is required to obtain a new general class license after a previously held license has expired and the 2-year grace period has passed? Answer: the applicant must show proof of the appropriate expired license grant and pass the current element 2 exam. Question G1D12. When operating a station in South America by remote control over the internet from the US, what regulations apply? Answer: only those of the remote station's country. Section G1E. Control categories, repeater regulations, third-party rules, ITU regions, automatically controlled digital station. Question G1E01. Which of the following would disqualify a third party from participating in sending a message via an amateur station? Answer: the third party's amateur license has been revoked and not reinstalled. Question G1E02. When may a 10-meter repeater retransmit the 2-meter signal from a station that has a technician class control operator? Answer: only if the 10-meter repeater control operator holds at least a general class license. Question G1E03. What is required to conduct communication with the digital station operating under automatic control outside the automatic control band segments? Answer: the station initiating the contact must be under local or remote control. Question G1E04. Which of the following conditions require a licensed amateur radio operator to take specific steps to avoid harmful interference to other users or facilities? Answer: all these choices are correct. When operating within 1 mile of an FCC monitoring station, when using a band where the amateur service is secondary, when a station is transmitting spread, spectrum, emissions. Question G1E05. What are the restrictions on messages sent to a third party in a country with which there is a third-party agreement? Answer: they must relate to amateur radio or remarks of a personal character or messages relating the emergencies or disaster relief. Question G1E06. The frequency allocations of which ITU region apply to radio amateurs operating in North and South America? Answer: Region 2. Question G1E07. In what part of the 2.4 GHz band may an amateur station communicate with non-licensed Wi-Fi stations? Answer: no part. Question G1E08. What is the maximum PEP output allowed for spread spectrum transmissions? Answer: 10 watts. Question G1E10. Why should an amateur operator normally avoid transmitting on 14.100, 18.110, 21.150, 24.930, and 28.200 MHz? Answer: a system of propagation beacon stations operates on those frequencies. Question G1E11. On what bands may automatically control stations transmitting RTTY or data emissions communicate with other automatically controlled digital stations? Answer: anywhere in the 6-meter or shorter wavelength bands and in limited segments of some of the HF bands. Question G1E12. When may third-party messages be transmitted via remote control? Answer: under any circumstances in which third-party messages are permitted by FCC rules. This is the end of Chapter 1 of Read Questions and Answers for General Ham Radio Class License. Please follow me for Chapter number 2.